How often do you check the setting of your refrigerator and your freezer to make sure it's actually set at the right temperature? Better yet, do you know what those optimal temperature settings for your freezer and your fridge are? Having said that, what is our danger zone? Our danger zone, according to the United States Department of Agriculture, is defined as a temperature range between 40 degrees Fahrenheit and 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, for those in the UK and those in Africa, that is going to be between the temperature range of 4.4 degrees centigrade and 60 degrees centigrade. Now, to keep our food out of the danger zone, cold food should be kept below 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and then of course hot food should be kept above 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Please never leave your food in the danger zone for more than 2 hours, and not for more than 1 hour if the outside temperature is more than 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Now here's the fun fact for you. Did you know that according to the USDA, which is the United States Department of Agriculture, that bacteria can grow to dangerous levels in the temperature ranges between 40 degrees Fahrenheit and 140 degrees Fahrenheit, doubling in number in as little as 20 minutes? Enough said about that. Now, here's another tip I found while conducting my research on this topic. Wrap your fresh leafy vegetables in a moisture-proof bag to retain its moisture and prevent it from wilting. Now, your root vegetables like your regular or your sweet potatoes, your squash, your onions, your eggplants should be stored in a cool and well-ventilated place between 50 degrees and 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Did you know that tomatoes continue to ripen even after they've been harvested, as long as they're in room temperature, of course? So usually, optimally, you want to keep it at room temperature. That is if you think it needs further ripening. Otherwise, I usually just stick mine in the fridge. That stops the ripening process. Did you also know that removing the tops of the carrot helps to extend its shelf life? I like buying mine already peeled, and what I do with those is just put them in a container of fresh water. I just use the water off the dispenser from my fridge, put that in a container, and then just put it in the fridge. That usually lasts me about 3 to 4 weeks while my kids consume it. Now, the United States Department of Agriculture also mentions 3 safe ways to thaw your food. The first one is in the refrigerator, and the second is in cold water, and the third is in the microwave if you're in a hurry like I am sometimes. Now, know that your items such as ground meat, your stew meat, your poultry, or your seafood could remain safe in the fridge after it's stored and still have good quality for an extra day or two. Now, while its counterparts, the red meats like your beef, your pork, your lamb roast, is actually good for an extra 3 to 5 days in the fridge after it's been thawed in the fridge before you cook it. Now, regarding my bread, I stick that right in my freezer once I get home from the grocery store. Why? Because we're not so much of bread eaters, and rather than me allowing it to mold, I put it in my freezer, and whenever we want to eat a slice or two, we just stick it in the toaster and it's good to go. A good rule of thumb to follow would be, if you are not going to be eating your leftovers within the next 3 days, go ahead and put it in the freezer. But of course, this does not pertain to your leftover salads, because those things, when you thaw them out, they look like something else. I'll just leave it at that. Food thawed in the refrigerator can actually be refrozen without cooking, while those stored by the cold water method or by the microwave method have to be cooked before considering refreezing. That was something I didn't know until I did this research. So hopefully that's for somebody out there as well. Now, here's one last thing to note about thawing your food. You don't want to thaw your food in a garage, in a basement. You don't want to do that in a dishwasher. I don't know why someone would do that in the first place, but or in a plastic garbage bag out on the kitchen counter, outdoors, or on the porch, as it leaves your food unsafe to eat. Now, let's say you're in a hurry, right, and you don't have time to thaw your food. It's completely fine to go ahead and thaw it to cook it rather in the frozen state. Just keep in mind that it's probably going to have to cook 50% longer than if you were cooking it in its unfrozen state. Now, the optimal temperature for your dairy products, your meats, your poultry, your eggs, your fresh fruits and vegetables is between 34 degrees Fahrenheit and 36 degrees Fahrenheit, while your freezer, you want that below 0 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 18 degrees centigrade. That is all I have. And that's all I have for today. My name is Nkechi Ogbo, and you were tuned into Nkechi Cares. If you liked this, you found this helpful, go ahead and give me a like. If you don't mind, click on the like button, and then also subscribe to this channel, Nkechi Cares. Follow me as well on Instagram. Till next time, have a blessed one. Bye.